There we go. You are live, bro.
I am live.
You are live.
Your head's cut off.
Yeah, I'm tall.
Oh my goodness.
May I lift it up?
No. Okay, y'all.
How about now?
It's August the 19th. We can't remember anything today, so y'all are just here for the day. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock in Alabama.
It is.
Don't know what time it is where you are, but we've already forgotten two things, so here we are.
You forgot your earrings.
Yeah.
I did get the earring out.
That was that.
So I watched a video on how to take the cover off. And I got the cover off. And then I peeked down in there and I realized it was about this deep. I mean, it was pretty deep.
Some people may not have watched the last live, so they don't know what in the world you're talking about. You took the cover off.
Yeah.
And you realized it was this deep. He's talking about
the shower drain cover.
I was taking a shower last Saturday morning and my weekly shower, and I dropped one of my earrings that I just put in down the shower drain. I looked down and I saw it, and it was sitting right on top of the drain. And as I went to go get it, it went down the drain, and I was so upset because it takes a lot for me to change my earrings.
It does, don't it?
I just don't do it, y'all. I wear the same earrings every day. I wear the same necklace. I sleep in it. Probably shouldn't, but I don't take it out. And so I swapped to these new earrings that Miss Rose sent me, and thought they were just beautiful. They're little bees. Don't you have a picture of it?
I don't know if I do.
You deleted it?
There's no telling.
Well, I can find it real quick. So they were little bees. We made a post about it. And they're so cute. And I was going to show them to y'all on the live, but I forgot them downstairs because I didn't put them back in my ears once they came out. One of them came out of the drain. But they're so precious, and I am so thankful that Jason was able to fish it out.
I popped that cover off, and I looked down in there, and I realized my plan was I got a pair of long needle nose pliers about yay long. And I knew that I'd get down in there, and I could get it out. But when I looked down in there, I was like, my pliers are not going to fit.
And you had already tried to see if it was magnetized with one that did not go down the drain, and it wasn't. So there went that idea.
Yeah, and the water that sits down in there, it ain't crystal clear either. I just want to put that out there. It's just not crystal clear. And I started thinking and thinking and thinking. Finally, I said, you know what? I'm going to go get the shop vac. And I was worried that the shop vac hose may be too big.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It fit perfectly in there. So I ran that shop vac through there, cranked it up, and it came on. And I figured out you would hear it come up through the hose and clank around in that metal shop vac. You know, just clank, 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 clank. Never heard anything.
Never heard anything.
So I said, I don't think I got it. And I opened it up, and you still couldn't see because the water was, it's kind of like a gray color.
In the shop vac.
In the shop vac. And so I tilted it this way, and I tilted it back this way, and I saw it. It was sliding real slow on the back side of that shop vac like that.
I washed it, y'all. Yes. I washed it off. It didn't appear to be dirty from looking at it, but I knew it was because obviously it had been in the drain and in the vacuum. So I'm wearing these, and they're cows. We actually have them on our website, and the design of them is simply a little hook, and so it's not going to come out.
It's not going to come
out. I mean, it could, but I've never had that happen. Mm-hmm. So the ones that I swapped to, the honeybees, they had an actual back on the back of them, and it just came off, and the back stuck on my ear. That's the crazy part.
That is crazy.
I heard something, and I reached up, and when I did, I could feel the earring was gone, and the back was still stuck on my ear. So I don't know what happened.
That's how it was when Daddy come over there and ripped that one off mine.
The back stayed on your ear?
It still stayed on my ear.
Probably did. But anyway, happy to have those earrings back, and I got to get them changed out. I'm just so scared it's going to happen again. It's in my mind now. Yeah, I don't want to lose them. And I'm not going to take them off. I'm not going to take them on and off when I go to sleep or go to shower. It's just, I just don't work like that.
We do still get our coffee from Ryan. I wonder if somebody wonder if we still get our coffee from Ryan. That's the only place we get it from.
Yeah.
His famous pumpkin spice that will be coming out fairly soon. Too.
Yes, in September, pumpkin spice will be back, and we will be doing the Christmas coffee again this year as well.
The Christmas coffee is
pumpkin spice
flies off the shelf.
It's awesome.
Yes.
You know, I almost feel like people think that it's a strong flavor, and I just wish that we could give everybody a little some to try. I didn't turn my watch off.
Happy birthday, Diane. Somebody said Diane's birthday.
Because if we could give everybody a little sample of it, they would know it's not that strong flavor. You know, you just think of pumpkin spice as being just bold.
I want to call it pumpkin pie. I don't know where the spice.
Well, we can call it whatever we want to.
I know, but everybody says pumpkin spice. It surely should be pumpkin pie. That's what it should be. Did somebody said to buy silicone backs and they don't come off as easy?
Huh. I just used the back that came with it. The earrings that I just took them out of the box and stuck them in my ears. Put these in the box that the bees came in, and yeah, I will have to do something different because it's going to be on my mind that they're going to fall out if not.
Yeah, it's several people say get the plastic or silicone ones; they'll stay on better.
Okay.
Yeah. So you may want to do that.
Yeah, I may. I may, or you may just see me wearing these next time. Next time we do a live, same necklace. A lot of people have asked where I got my necklace from. Y'all, I am not one to go out and buy jewelry, nor am I one to say, Jason, for my birthday, could you get me this? Or that just ain't my thing. I like jewelry, and if somebody gifts it to me, like my mom gifted me this, I wear it, but I'm not, I don't know.
Not a big.
I can just do without it or do with it.
I'm not a big jewelry person.
You're not?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Now, I will say, though, Michael
Let me
Key
see
probably...
your hand. Oh, yes, you are.
Michael Key probably... You remember back in the day when guys would wear those, what was it called, herringbone? And herringbone chains?
Uh-huh.
I had one of those at one point in time.
Okay.
I did. Back in the... That had to be like...
I didn't really like...
Mid-'80s.
I didn't really like jewelry on guys either, so
herringbone
we didn't know each other then, though.
With my parachute pants.
Okay. We met later.
My penny loafers with the penny in them.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, you can moonwalk with the penny loafers.
I couldn't moonwalk with some moonwalk shoes on. That's just the bottom line.
You had to have the penny loafers if you wanted to moonwalk, but they had that slick bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't have no parachute pants either, did you?
No. But you know what I would look like if I tried to do the moonwalk? You know, you see those, you share to me sometimes those people that try to dance like Elaine on the Seinfeld. And if I tried to do the moonwalk or imitate Jason, I would be looking like Elaine. Y'all would say, I don't know what her name is, but I bet it's Elaine because she looks like Elaine from Seinfeld when she's doing the moonwalk. Yeah. See? I look just like her, don't I? Did y'all like that show, Seinfeld? My mom and daddy, they watched every single episode, every night. I could hear them in their bedroom. My bedroom was across the hall, and I could hear, and then I'd hear my mama giggling. And I always thought they're watching that crazy show.
You know, that was one of those shows that I think we were just a little too young for to get the humor. But older, I do watch them from time to time.
Well,
and they are quite funny as I got older.
So after my parents saw every single episode, I was still living at home.
Mm-hmm.
I decided I'd give it a try.
And you liked it?
And I've seen every single episode.
You know, when it first came out, it was not very popular. And it ended up having like a cult following. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how many years it was before it really, boomed. But luckily they didn't, cancel it. A lot of shows they probably would have canceled at the time because it wasn't like when it first came out. It wasn't doing so hot, but it caught steam there, so they made the right move.
just hearing my mom and daddy giggle and laugh about it, I thought that is something that I will not like. And my mom is very much like me. You know, it'd take a lot to make her giggle out loud.
Yeah.
My daddy, not so much. He's kind of like Jason, but I thought it was so crazy that they would laugh out loud at a TV show. And while I didn't laugh out loud, probably I did enjoy it. Yeah, every episode I enjoyed.
It was funny. It's on Netflix, or was. I don't know if I'm sure it still is. Yeah. And what I forgot was how crazy we talk about the 80s attire, but the 90s attire was the ties and suits Jerry wears when he does the little stand-up bit, you know, throughout the thing. It's hilarious.
Yes, it is. It is. And I feel like that was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When I watched that show and we were in high school, I feel like that was yesterday. And then when you go back and watch it and you realize just how much the cinematography has changed from that show being made to now, you realize how old that show really was. I mean, it hadn't been that long ago, but just things have changed so much. Very much so.
Do they still put I don't know, because I don't watch any sitcoms anymore. I wonder if they still put the laughs in there. Did you notice that?
Yeah, the audience in the background that laughed.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe so. But we ought to put that laugh in our videos.
I don't think so. Did you have a favorite character?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kramer, of course, I'm sure. Everybody loves, he was Kramer. Kramer was over the top. I really liked him. Me and Mary Carter watched it some. And
have you?
Yeah, and she laughed pretty out loud with Kramer, especially when he comes in.
Oh, he slides in.
Just door flies open, he's
like one of our young emus.
Yeah.
We should have named one of those boys Kramer. And it's not too late because they don't know their name. They do not know their names.
Oh, man.
Or we could just get a third one and name him Kramer.
You reckon?
Yeah. Emus are emusing.
They are emusing.
In case you didn't know that.
So yesterday, and I was busy, really busy, and I couldn't get my camera out. Boy, they were, I thought they was really going at it. I mean, they were twisting their necks, were getting tied together, and they were hard at it yesterday.
They were just playing though.
Yeah, they were just playing and take off running. And by the time they were gone, I couldn't record anything. But for about 5-6 seconds there, they were just going at it hard, doing. It was crazy. Probably the craziest I ever seen them at before.
I'm still, my wheels are turning about getting a Kramer because PETA over there at Milligan Farm, I watched some of her content, and she's recently stated that it's about to be emu hatching season.
Oh, goodness.
And so Kramer. That's perfect.
Kramer.
I loved Kramer too. I loved Elaine. I loved Jerry. George. All of them. Yeah. Even the neighbor. All of them. Yeah. I liked all of them. Newman. Yeah. You just now my mama watched Cheers, and she watched every single episode of Cheers. Now Cheers was something I couldn't get a hold of. Cheers.
Yeah, I watched some of Cheers.
I just couldn't. It was just too slow to me.
Woody, I really liked Woody.
Yeah.
Cheers, I did. And then Norm, which we had a good friend.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody called Norm because he looked a lot like Norm,
and still does.
Still does.
Still does. Hello, Newman.
Norm.
Hello, Newman.
Yep. Newman.
Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of all that, I saw that yesterday was Patrick Swayze's birthday.
Patrick Swayze's birthday.
I don't know how old he would have been. I didn't pay any attention to that.
Well, if you didn't pay any attention to that, then you need not talk about it because we need to know.
Somebody's going to let us know how old Patrick Swayze would have been. His birthday was yesterday. Of course, I mentioned it before. That was one of my mom's, if not my mom's favorite. She liked Patrick. She liked Burt too. She liked Burt Reynolds too. Patrick too. Burt and Patrick.
Burt and Patrick.
Yeah. That could be some emu names too.
Well, I was just fixing to say that, another
72.
Another thing 72. Is names. You can kind of think about a name.
Yeah.
and kind of know when the era was, know how old that person
Oh,
is
because of the
by
name?
the name.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, not all names, but Jason, for instance. Goodness gracious, I think I had 5 Jasons in my class.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And you
yeah.
knew that that kid was probably born and raised in the 70s,
Yep.
early 80s, maybe 70s.
Mhm.
I mean, people still name their kid Jason, but for the most part,
It's not popular anymore.
not as much.
Probably,
as it
I
was.
would say that was probably the most popular name for those few years that we were. Because how many other kids did you have in your class that had that many names?
Oh,
Jennifer, Jason, what else?
Amanda.
Was Amanda?
I had
didn't
a lot of
have Amanda
Amandas.
in my class.
I had Mandy. I had Amanda.
Didn't have Amanda.
Kelly.
Amanda.
Had
Yeah,
several.
Kelly was popular, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jason was really popular though.
Yeah. I never had anybody named Brooke in my class until 1 year.
73. Somebody said, sorry. Till
Oh, everybody else was saying 72. So,
72, 73. Julie, Lori. Look, we got some names coming in. Justin.
there was a girl that came in and her name was Brooke, and she lasted in, I don't know what the reason was, but she stayed there about 6 months, and that was it. So her name was spelled differently, Brook. Mine's with an E, but it was quite complicated when I had another Brooke there because I was used to all my elementary, all my high school. I never had anybody by my name.
Always had a Jason in my class. I'm trying to think. Was there anybody else in my class that we had 2 or more of? And I'm sure we had 2 Michaels. Did we, Michael? I'm trying to think. And Michael Key.
Now, look, you're going to have our brain working on something and not talking. Nobody wants to sit here and watch our wheels turn.
Oh, me. I did see somebody, it was Becky's birthday. Happy birthday, Becky.
Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday this week, because while we're not on here every day, lots of people have birthdays.
So we was talking about parachute pants and what shirt was he talking about? Oh, my herringbone chain. This popped up and I saw this, and this brought back a lot of memories. And I had one of each. Do you remember the Bragging Dragon? You don't?
I never heard of it.
Oh my gracious. Tough Skin Jeans and Bragging Dragon. I didn't know it was called Bragging Dragon until now, though.
What was it?
It was just it was a shirt like that. And had the little dragon on it.
Huh. It must have been a boy's shirt.
That's girls. I'm sure girls had that.
I never heard of it.
Did you have some Tough Skin Jeans?
I never heard of it. Huh. I'm sorry.
Man, I bet you had some Tough Skin Jeans.
I did not. My mama dressed me like a little girl.
There was another brand of jeans. It was Tough Skins, and what was the other one, y'all? It was one more just like that. Oh gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I believe Tough Skins. Somebody's gonna let me know. Oh man,
I don't know.
Michael, did you have some Tough Skin jeans? Yeah, I had Jams. Brooke had Jams too. Did you have Jams? Didn't you have Jams?
I had a Jams wallet.
It wasn't Wranglers. Wranglers were a little more expensive. These were Tough Skins were from maybe Huskies. That's it.
All right, Joyce. Thank you. Somebody else may have said it too, but
Rustlers too.
Interesting. No, I don't remember ever knowing. I mean, if I wore jeans, I don't know what kind they were or anything like that. I just wore jeans.
I will tell you this: them Tough Skins lived up to their name.
Did they?
Because, yeah, they was tough.
I don't think Calvin Klein was around then. Not for us anyway. I don't ever remember hearing of Calvin Klein. Do you? Not until we became teenagers.
Yeah.
But y'all have to remember, we're, around the 50-year mark. So that we're not as old as you think.
That's right.
How's that?
Tough Skin. Huskies. Yep.
Wranglers always.
Wranglers. I like Wranglers now. I do. like Wranglers.
I don't like jeans at all. And there was forever and ever and ever that I would not wear anything but jeans, especially outside on the farm. That's all I wore was jeans and shorts in the summer. But Jason started wearing pants, and he told me, he said, you don't understand. It's so much better wearing pants versus jeans. And so I tried a pair of pants, and boy, I was hooked. I don't even think I own a pair of jeans now. Oh, yes, I do. I got some lined ones.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. So I didn't like jeans because they was always so tough. Rub the hair off my, just tough. And just not comfortable all the way around. But I bought some Wranglers from Walmart. And these jeans are kind of got, I guess they got spandex. I don't know what they got in them. What do they got in them? They're real stretchy now. So they're not. And they are breathable too. So I got now where I like jeans just as much as I do pants too.
In the winter or in the cooler months.
In the cooler months, if I could wear them now, I would, because I like them better than shorts, because ants and bugs and grass and weeds, and I'd rather wear pants if I had my choice.
And I try to tell you that those ants are going to get your ankles no matter what you're wearing.
Now, if I had my boots on, though, see?
Well, if you had your boots on, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Y'all, Jason has the worst. We've talked about this before. When ants bite him, it is bad.
Yeah, when it's got to be a fire ant. And when it bites me, it looks like a bull.
You're saying that because that's what I called it.
That's what it looks like, though.
Rachel, our beekeeper, came.
Oh, my gosh.
What day was it? Over the weekend at some point. And Rachel was standing outside talking to us before she went and checked our bees. And we were mid-conversation, and her eyes went down at Jason's ankle, and she said, What is that?
What happened?
What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately said, that's a bull.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of got to laughing all at one time, but it's not funny, y'all. It festers up.
It gets big.
It is.
It's
it beats anything I've ever seen in my life.
I don't get sick or anything, so I'm allergic to them. I'm allergic to them, but not to the point where, I get nauseous or sick, or the allergic reactions on my skin, not, Yeah.
I mean, they make a little.
It swells up, and it swells up bad, like
they
like this.
They make like a pimple on me that itches like crazy, but this beats anything you've ever seen before.
It's bad.
It is horrible, and it makes me worry because I'm thinking at any given time this could escalate into something else. But it's just like anything else. You could be allergic to peanuts one day and then almonds the next.
A balloon pocket. That's what it is. Best description.
That's exactly what it is.
And it's only fire ants. I can get bit by another type of ant, and it doesn't do it. Just fire ants. And over the last week, it's been random. And every time it's been on my right ankle. And it may be today, and then 2 days from now, it comes back. And then 2 days from now, it comes back.
Somebody's making fun of me the way I said bull.
Oh, yeah.
It's BOIL, but we are Southern, bull. And the way it comes out is bull, and I apologize.
Is it a bowl or bowl?
It's
bowl.
It's a bull. It's
like
a
you boil water.
Yeah. And somebody said put Benadryl cream on it.
Boil.
Y'all don't understand. This ain't nothing you can put Benadryl cream on. It literally.
It's literally like a balloon.
It's like a balloon.
It really is. That's the best description.
And it has liquid in it, and it eventually pops on its own. But I am just worried every time he gets in them. If I see a bed, I'm like, Jason, we got to make sure we take care of that. What?
I'm just laughing at you.
Why?
Take care of it.
It's the truth.
Yep. Somebody said their brother's the same way.
It's bad, y'all.
It is terrible.
It is.
I can't stand fire ants.
Well, I don't too.
We don't have like a big problem of them here. I mean, I've seen some people that are awful.
Yeah.
Their places are awful. But here lately, I'm not stepping in a bed or anything.
Mm-mm.
It's just I'm going out and just random.
You just get a
get bit.
bite. You just get a bite. And maybe they're active and searching for, I don't know. I don't know. But it does him bad.
And it's not immediate either. So I'll get bit and I know I got bit because I can feel it. And I'll go ahead and it's the next day. Like when I wake up the next day, it's there.
The bull is there.
Oh, and where'd they come from? They're not from here.
No, they're not from here. So yesterday, Mr. Caden came to work after school, and we had something for him to do. He was going to put out some old hay that I have had sitting over in the corner of a pasture to put out on top of dirt to cover up some rocky areas that can't grow grass. And y'all, it was literally a 5% chance of rain yesterday, wasn't it?
It was.
So Caden's hard at work. It was hot, and I had him in the shade. I had him a cooler full of water, and I said, look, do the shady part first, and then after the sun starts to go down, move to the hotter areas. And he did. And all of a sudden, the bottom fell out.
Well, I heard thunder and I looked at my weather app and it was south of us and we were not going to get any rain.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't worried about it. And matter of fact, I had Esso parked with the windows down at the barn, looked at the phone, said, we're not going to get any rain. And all of a sudden,
the sun was shining.
You're right. And the bottom fell out. So I ran, rolled the windows up, and I looked at the app again, and it still didn't show any rain.
No. And it
rained for a good 5-10 minutes.
It was.
At least it rained so hard that I didn't look at the thing, but I poured the water out of the buckets, and it was a half an inch in the feed bucket.
It was a quick downpour.
Yes.
It was so much so that I went and got Caden a towel because he was drenched. And I know he was miserable because he had blue jeans on and he was already wet with sweat. So I said, Caden, I said, it's up to you, buddy. I said, you can call it a day or you can keep on, whatever you want to do, or we can wait the rain out. He said, I don't mind working in the rain. I said, well, just wait until it flax up some. And he finished his job. He came to work and he finished his job. So,
well, after it quit raining, I looked at the app again.
And there it was.
And y'all, it was completely clear. And then, boom, a red spot showed up on the radar, and then it went away.
Yep.
It wasn't no movement or nothing. It just said, boom, and went away.
Yep, it did. And Caden was able to get his work finished. And we had put some seed out, some grass seed. It's probably a little bit too late for it to germinate. Mm-hmm. But we said, if we're going to cover this dirt with hay, then we might as well put some seed down there and encourage it to germinate. And we did. We got our job finished. And I had been on the skid steer for 2 days?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
I got the piles of dirt moved. And I had a little irritation of my own that I hadn't had in a long time. And I get a heat rash on the back of my legs if I'm wearing shorts and I'm sitting on like a vinyl tractor seat, or in this case, a vinyl bobcat seat, for a long period of time. Then I guess your legs can't sweat, maybe.
Don't get in the air.
And it causes that heat rash. But oh my goodness, I thought I was going to itch myself to death the first night that it happened. It's just raised up from the back of my knee to the top of my thigh, and it's just little bumps, little tiny bumps, but it goes away.
It goes away fairly quick.
It goes away.
Yep.
Oh. Kelly Jo wants to know what my middle name is. I bet y'all can't guess. It's Brooke. And Jason's middle name is Jason. One thing we said when we named Mary Carl was we will call her by her first name.
Yes.
Because as 70s kids, I think naming your children and calling them by their middle name was a thing.
I think so.
You go to the doctor and they always call you by your first name. Well, we go by our middle name, and you're always like, who's that?
Mm-hmm.
So we made sure that we didn't do that. Thank you, Londa.
Go to
Olivia, Brooke, and Thomas Jason.
You go to the doctor's office and they'll say, Thomas.
Yep. Olivia. I'm like, who's that? But what's bad is when you go to the doctor's office, you don't go, but I do. You only go for the testing and stuff. You don't have to go for maintenance like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Smith. And we all the Smiths look at each other. And they're like, and then they have to, say another name.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. My maiden name was
Smith.
We always joke because we said Jason was going to have to take my maiden name, which was Snyder with an I. And Smith is so common that Jason was going to have to take my last name.
Yeah.
So not so common.
I tell you what I get in the habit of doing now, especially if I go to a doctor's office and I know they don't know who I am.
Right.
And I sign in. All right, Thomas, and I'll put Jason in quotation marks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, I saw somebody say that they were a teacher and that making sure Mary Carl's name was her first name was a blessing because teachers have to deal with that too. I bet so.
I appreciate somebody saying to use a towel, but what happens is I'm there to work and I can't stop.
You forget.
I forget. I get in there and I sit down and then I realize that, it's I'm not wearing pants. That's for sure. Not as hot as it.
You're not gonna wear pants?
No. It has been hot, incredibly hot.
It's been rough.
We've got some cooler weather coming over the weekend. It looks like
claim.
Yeah, it looks like the high is going to be 84, but I think there's some rain coming Friday night. So we shall see.
I believe it when I see it.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw some people saying that they loved your truck, your SO.
The new old.
The new old truck. It's older than us.
It is older than us.
It's older than us, and it works about as good as us too.
Yes.
So far.
SO is I like it a lot. It is fun to drive, but it drives and sounds just like 1971 truck would drive and sound. She ain't no Cadillac. Got a lot of squeaks and stuff and
you sound like a dog crossed with a rooster.
It is, yeah. SO is
well,
a good old truck. I can tell you that.
It's perfect for what we are going to do with it, and that is use it around the farm and put diesel fuel in that fuel transfer tank, and just do things that an old truck is supposed to do.
Yeah, it is. It's something that you wouldn't want to go on a long trip on. I can tell you.
Well, George might beg to differ, but unless George is with us, Jason and I are just going to stay around Chilton County.
Or either you'd have to go in fall, winter time. You wouldn't want to go in it right now.
That's right. You sure would.
It is warm, and SO don't have no air conditioning.
No.
Now it does got some stuff that cars don't have anymore now.
What's that?
It's got the little vent window that you can turn and let it right there on the side and let that air hit you.
Yeah.
And it's got them floor vents where you pull them open. And
I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay any attention to it.
Pull them open and get that. Instead of hot air, it's warm air from the outside hitting you on your ankles.
Huh.
I remember some of my dad's work trucks had that on because back in the day. Now you can't buy a work truck like they were back then.
Right.
When Granddaddy and Daddy would buy work trucks, had a lot of times AM only, or AM FM stereo and a heater. There was no air conditioning.
Right.
And you can't.
I guess you could probably special order it that way.
I don't think you can.
You don't think?
No.
Well, that's okay because we aren't special ordering it. We got SO and that's pretty special.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty special.
Very special. And I had a lot of people saying that I say this, I got a lot of feedback on the old farm truck I didn't get permission. I'm gonna ask permission from them, but they have one. Oh, their father-in-law has one. I think that was right. And they sent me pictures of it. And it was older than Esso.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the 50s. And it said Esso on the door.
Yeah, I told you when I did a little research because
Mhm.
I at first, I was like, what is Esso? What does this mean? And we started doing the research and we found out, it was a well-known fuel.
Right.
Then I started Googling, pictures of vehicles. And there were even little matchbox trucks that had the Esso emblem on it.
That's right. Michael Key. Yep. Michael Key. This one has the high-low beam on the floor.
Oh goodness.
It does. So you gotta press that button on the floor. I think they should still put it there. That's a good spot for it.
It was easy to get to, and now you got to figure out, if you get a different vehicle, what side are your windshield wipers on, what side are your brights on. It's too much electronics. It would be easier for me if it was in the floor.
Yeah, it is a lot. That's what makes these older vehicles so great. Is they're so simple. So simple.
So most everybody that I read a comment from said, yes, leave Esso painted as is.
As is. I had one gentleman that was a custom. Oh, I forget what his term was, but he appraises older vehicles,
Mhm.
and he told me to leave it like it was.
Huh.
Yep. He told me to leave it like it was.
Well, we like it, so I don't think there's any reason to change it. I especially like that headliner.
You do like the headliner.
I think that is the coolest thing.
Oh, you do like the headliner.
I think it is so cool.
What year did Esso get bought out by Exxon? Did you ever look that up?
Mm-mm.
I wonder what year that was, because I swear I remember.
I want to say that in Canada, it is still Esso is still
Is it? It might be.
a very common fuel
Yep.
station. If I'm not correct, please tell me. But that was my understanding from my Googling.
Now, you know where I used to work? Somebody said it's still in Canada. It went by so fast.
And in the UK.
Okay. Yep, still there.
Okay.
So, when I worked at Day Motor,
Mm-hmm.
so this is one of my first jobs. It was an old parts house. No air conditioning in it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Had no air conditioning. Local parts house. The only place that had air conditioning was where the secretary, who was the owner's daughter, and the owner sat in. Their office had air conditioning, and it was a window unit. But we didn't have air conditioning in the parts house. I mean, can you imagine going in AutoZone or Advance and no air conditioning in there?
Well,
and we had a machine shop too.
Here's what I
hoses and
remember
everything.
about you. What were you going to say about working there?
Oh, so do you remember if you went down a little bit and on the corner there was a gas station?
Yeah, I do.
I'm almost positive that was an Esso gas station because I remember the Tiger.
I thought it was a Phillips.
It changed over time. I think Phillips was like where Don's Foreign Car was.
Okay.
I'm talking about right there
Yeah,
by Coffee
I remember
Print.
that. I remember
And
that.
they ended up, it was two brothers that owned that gas station, and that was a full service gas station.
It was.
Full service. And they washed cars too, and their gas was always way more than everybody else's. Because it was a little independent. I mean, it was a tiny gas station. I bet at one time, though, that was one of the top gas stations in Selma at one time.
I think I remember going with Kelly because her family had an account there.
Probably so.
And that she would get gas there from time to time. But I don't remember ever going there personally, so I couldn't say if it was or wasn't, but you're probably right. I was going to say that, having that machine shop and you being in there with no air conditioner in that parts house, I remember to this day what you smelled like when you got off work every day. And it wasn't like body odor. I mean, it wasn't like that. It wasn't a smell that was.
It was an old parts house.
It was a hydraulical diesel fuel.
Yes.
It was just a distinct smell that I will never forget.
And before it closed recently, so our little hometown of Selma, Alabama, all the little local part houses had gone out of business except one, and that was Carl Counts at C&S. And so C&S was the only left local auto parts store. Everything else was a chain. AutoZone, Advance,
Mhm.
O'Reilly's, and his store smelled just like that.
Really?
Yep.
I don't recall ever going in there, after you got the scent.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it, but
It was rough. And then the part delivery trucks, those little S10s,
they smelled like that too.
and they didn't have no air conditioning in them either.
And that, I guess that vinyl just clung to that smell.
I tell y'all what, we would go and we delivered a lot of parts. Because that's what you started out as, when you got a job there. You got out of high school, they they would hire, young guys that come out of high school to deliver parts. And
You were going to junior
I was going
college
to
at
junior
the same
college.
time.
But back then, almost all the mom and pop mechanic shops were in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to go through 15 red lights to get to them, and it was horrible.
Because you would drive that 5-speed truck.
That 5-speed S10 on that hot asphalt, stopping every 15 minutes every minute at a red light. It was rough. I remember me and another boy, when we'd come back, we would take our hat and we'd go by the water fountain, because we had water fountain. When you press it, stick your mouth on. And we'd fill it up because it had cold water. And then put the hat over our heads to cool off.
I remember how hot you were.
It was rough. And we couldn't wear shorts. We had to wear pants.
And Jason was a little bitty, skinny boy. I'm telling y'all, I look at Caden sometimes, because Caden's a small child too, at 16 years old, and Jason was just about the same size as Caden when you were his age, or a year or two older. I just, the resemblance is crazy of how y'all just favor each other.
Mm-hmm.
Little bitty fella, and worked hard.
Sure did. Worked hard. I tell you what. So I was driving that S10, had broken my wrist on that 5-speed. It was my right hand too. And thanks, Kimmy. Is that Kimmy? Thank you. It says SO, Standard Oil is what it stands for. Okay. Get out of town. That's what it means.
Okay.
So I had wore my cast out, made it real soft right there from shifting that S10. Because you did it all day long, because everything was in town just about. And it was one of those days, it was hotter than hot. And I come to a stop sign, and I didn't completely stop. I yielded. I didn't run it. But wasn't nobody. It was matter of fact, where I went was a brick marine.
I remember you showing me that exact stop sign, showing me what you did.
Nobody there, nobody used road, nothing. So, I mean, it's one of those, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's one of those stop signs. Holly. It's one of those stop signs where, you just slow down, nobody's coming, and you go. And that's what I did.
In the middle of nowhere. No traffic.
I took a right. Whoop, 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 whoop. I was like, look behind me. There he was on his motorcycle. And it was Officer Roy. Anybody in Selma knows who I'm talking about. He was the most, I don't want to say feared, but he had the reputation of pulling you over.
If he pulled you over, you were getting a ticket.
Don't get that.
You were getting a ticket if he pulled you over. There were no warnings by Mr. Roy.
Yeah, he was notorious about giving you a ticket. And I saw him and I said, oh, I'm going to get a ticket. Oh, my goodness.
And you were delivery driving.
Delivering parts. And first thing I'm thinking is I'm going to lose my job. They're going to give me which they wouldn't have. Not for no little.
But when you're that age,
you don't know.
You think the worst.
So I pulled over. Here comes Mr. Roy off his motorcycle, like chips. Comes up to me and says, you ran that stop sign. And I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm sorry. He said, well, why are you in such a hurry? And I said, well, I'm just trying to deliver these parts, And he turned around and walked back, got his little briefcase out of his thing and started writing. I was like, oh. He come back over there and he handed it to me and said, I'm just going to give you a warning today. He said, because it's hot and we both hot and we both out here working our tails off, and I'm just going to give you a warning. And I said, I certainly appreciate it.
And you got lucky.
I got lucky.
I was very good friends with Mr. Roy's son. He went by the name of Bruno at the time. And when you told me Mr. Roy pulled you over, I knew exactly who you were talking about, and I knew that you probably got a ticket.
I didn't know. He let me go.
He let you go.
Yep.
He felt sorry for you.
He did feel sorry for me. That's exactly
because he was sweating as bad as you were.
Just as bad as I was. Oh, I guess I was probably, I had to be 18 years old.
Yeah, and you had to have
18,
been.
19, something like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Roy let me go. He did.
And I bet you're the only person he let go that day.
I bet he don't let many go.
I wonder where he is now. His
Oh,
son
Michael
lives
knows.
in Helena.
Now, his son was the same age as us, but he went to a different school. He went to a different school. I don't think, he went to my class.
Bruno was my age. So he lives in Helena. I still talk to him from time to time.
I got you.
So, yep, old stories come back, and I can't believe you didn't get a ticket.
I didn't get one. Did not. I see a lot of people saying that they miss those full service gas stations, filling stations, service station, because they were really a service station. When you pulled up, they were checking your tires, they were checking your belts, your hoses. They were, Michael said he went to school with us. They were checking everything back in the day. And if you needed something, you would get it done there.
That's right. And I saw a lot of people saying that it's illegal in certain states. I think Pennsylvania was one of them. You can't pump your own gas in the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
That there's only full service stations.
Get out of town.
I believe it was Pennsylvania.
I thought you meant that it was illegal for me to have that tank on the back of my truck.
No, what I read was you can't pump that. Somebody said New Jersey. So in New Jersey, you can't pump your own fuel.
Only New Jersey.
Only New Jersey. Okay. So sorry about that. Spreading false information here.
I thought you said, I misunderstood you.
No.
I thought you meant that in certain states you couldn't have a tank in the back of your truck or whatever on a farm and pump your own gas.
No, you can't. And I saw Oregon too. People were saying that you can't.
Oregon and Washington is the same way.
Okay. So New Jersey,
Oregon, Washington.
How about that? Not Pennsylvania. I apologize for spreading false information about Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
So at these gas stations, does the person just pump your gas, or do they wash your windows and check your tire pressure?
And do you pay them extra to pump your gas? Or that is why can you not pump your gas?
I don't know.
Again, I'm sorry about Pennsylvania. A lot of people aren't hearing me say that.
Yeah,
that was wrong. Why can you not pump your? That's just bizarre to me. You would think that would be something that would be a national.
So I said you can pump your own gas in Washington, but somebody earlier said you couldn't.
Maybe they mean Washington State versus Washington D.C.
I don't know. Maybe it's certain parts. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's not like that in Oregon anymore. Somebody said.
But New Jersey, it is. So you can't. Oh my gracious. Yeah, I like it too. I like the fact that, and I see people sometime posting stuff on social media that they drove off with the thing still in there, the nozzle still in there.
Yeah.
It would prevent all that stuff from happening unless they were just running away.
Somebody said because people were using the wrong container or something that went by too fast. And I don't think it's the whole state of New Jersey. It's certain parts. New Jersey big explosion.
That's weird.
Now it's a union thing. Interesting.
Yeah, when I told you that's what I was talking about. But you thought I meant
I did.
Now
there was. It wasn't really a full service station, but the clean machine, if you parked on one side, remember?
Yeah.
A young man would come out and pump your gas.
Named Michael Key. A young man named Michael Key would come out and say, "Would you like to fill up, or how much would you like?"
And it would say full or self. But they wouldn't wash your windows and open up your hood and check your oil and your brake fluid and your power steering fluid and check your tire pressure and all that. They wouldn't do that.
Michael probably would. I mean, some of his coworkers probably wouldn't, but Michael would.
So the Clean Machine was a gas station that when we were young, that a lot of young men would go work for because they had a car wash.
Michael said he took pride in that job.
There you go, Mike.
He did. I remember my friend Rebecca, we would always go to the Clean Machine and she would always get the full service because she got a car wash.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought to myself, you are paying so much extra for having somebody pump your gas. Because if you had to take care of your gas yourself, you didn't do that. She had a card, that her parents gave her.
Right.
I couldn't
so
do that.
The one I remember the most was Cecil Chevron, which was Cecil Smith.
I don't remember where that was.
That was right there on the corner beside.
It was downtown.
No.
Oh.
No. Right there on the corner beside Pickering's. Right almost across the street.
Oh, yeah.
That was a full service gas station. When you pulled up there, you ran over that little thing. It
ding,
said
ding.
ding ding. And then Cecil and Chris and whoever would come out.
That's right.
They would wash your windows. They would check your oil. They would check your tires. They would check everything and pump your gas for you.
And I remember when I was growing up, we lived over off Cahaba Road,
Mm-hmm.
Where Selma Animal Hospital was.
Yep.
There was a service station over there that Sherry Vassar owned.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a full service station.
So they would do all that.
Yes,
too.
her daughter actually came out and pumped the gas. Now, I don't remember them cleaning the windshield and stuff like that, but they pumped gas. And I remember that.
Yeah, Mike, that's the first thing I think of when I think of the Clean Machine.
What?
They're terrible advertising.
Oh.
Terrible advertising.
Well, y'all, I am in the process of trying to repair something that Jason doesn't know about. And I picked up something that I hope is going to fix this thing that I'm working on. And you may have noticed that I pulled it out of the barn earlier today, but you probably didn't know what I was doing. So we bought.
I thought you was just piddling around with it.
Oh, I am, but I'm trying to fix it while I'm piddling. I'm watching YouTube videos and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. And I think I may have it figured out.
The pump is not the problem. It's the wheels that are a problem.
Well, it does not jack. What we're talking about is a pallet jack.
Yeah.
And this pallet jack we won at an auction from a farm store that recently shut down here in Chilton County. It didn't say anything about the pallet jack when we bought it, but I didn't pay hardly anything for it. So whatever it was what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, doesn't work. The wheels don't roll and the jack part doesn't work. So I can get replacement wheels. I'm not worried about the wheels.
I am, because tell me how you get them off.
I've watched the YouTube video. So
how do you get them off?
Watch this video with me and we'll figure it out. So
I looked. There's no bolts. There's no anything.
Well, I'm telling you,
okay.
I got that part figured out, but I got to figure out the hydraulic part of it. And so it takes hydraulic oil,
jack
but
oil.
It only takes a certain kind of hydraulic
jack
oil.
Oil.
It's 3 different kinds that you can use in this particular jack.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to 3 different parts houses,
mm-hmm.
and none of them had it except for the last one.
Okay.
And I got the hydraulic jack oil. And the reason I'm doing this is because when we get these Lodge cast iron skillets that we pre-sold, we got to be able to get them off this Penske truck. Well, it'll have a lift gate. Penske, Hertz, whoever we rent it from. I'm just saying Penske. It'll have a lift gate on the back, but we got to be able to move those pallets from inside the truck to the back. And I hope I can do it without buying a pallet jack.
Maybe. I watched videos on how to take the wheels off, and it's not easy. The one I watched, you got to have a torch. Because that thing's pressed in there. And you got to get it hot, get something and beat that pin out.
Well, I'm just hoping I can get this jack part to work by adding hydraulic oil. And it's not seized up. It's nothing that's locked on it. It's just a matter of, it's got a screw that you take out and you add the hydraulic oil.
Mm-hmm. It's just a regular jack, a bottle jack.
Well, it takes a special kind of oil, though. If you use the wrong kind of oil in it, it won't work.
I just want to know where the oil went.
It goes in that little screw hole.
Why is it empty?
Oh, because it leaks out. Oil, it doesn't stay in there. None of them stay in there.
I know, but My thing is, if it leaked out, it's probably got a pretty good leak on it. We'd have to
I
fix
don't
it
know.
too.
Well,
see.
I spent $5 on a bottle of oil.
I know.
So I am hoping that I can get this pallet jack fixed because I don't want to have to buy one. We can borrow one from Ryan, but Ryan's an hour from us, and I don't want to have to take his pallet jack away. He might have a load of coffee come in that day and needs it.
Yep.
George may know. You're right.
George may know.
George may know. George may know. But I'm not giving up on it. I'm not giving up on it. If it leaks, that's right. It just needs O-rings. I'm not buying a new one unless I got to.
This one's in rough shape, though.
It's in rough shape, but there's lots of things in rough shape, including.
I know. I'm just saying. Only thing is that with something like this, the next thing you know, you done spent enough money where you could have bought a new one.
Well, I won't do that.
Yeah.
I won't do that. If the oil's pouring out of it, and I know it's something more than O-rings that needs it to fix, it's not seized up. It's
not the jack part I'm worried about. It's the 4 wheels that are on there.
I'm not worried about the wheels. Yeah. We have completely different worries here.
Because the wheel just don't unscrew and pop off.
Like selling the skillets. The part Jason's worried about is us getting them, bringing them back here, renting the truck, and getting them here. The part I'm worried about is shipping them. So as long as we don't have the same worry, we'll be okay.
That's right.
We will be okay. If we got the same worries, we won't be okay.
That's right.
But I'm going to get this thing going. Y'all hear me?
Okay.
I'm going to get it going. I just can't give up that easy. And I guarantee you I'll get what I paid for it in scrap metal if I don't fix it.
Yeah, because it's heavy.
It is very heavy.
It's heavy.
Mary said Home Depot rents pallet jacks. Well, our closest Home Depot is 45 minutes from here. So I still got to go to rent one. Yes, I've watched about release valve. Thank you, McQueen. I know about the release valve being stuck and it not working as well. So we're going to see it. That's right. Negative Nancy. Jason is a negative Nancy.
Jason's not a negative. Jason is a realist.
Jason doesn't believe in trying to fix something unless it's right in front of you trying to be fixed.
No, I know the difference what can be fixed and what can't. So,
well, I hope it can be fixed. I hope it can be fixed. That's right. Penske or whoever we rent from might have a pallet jack that we can rent.
That's true.
That would be an option too. So,
yep.
I don't know. Stuck in stubborn. That's right. I'm gonna get it fixed. Y'all watch. I'm gonna get it fixed.
Y'all watch.
If I have to call George, then I'm gonna get it fixed. It's pallet jacks are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They're expensive, and I just don't see buying one until I figure out if this can be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear him? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I gotta go to the grocery store. And
you going tonight?
No.
Okay.
But that's what leads me to what's for supper, because I've been saying for days now that I needed to go to the grocery store, and we've been just winging it by dinner. And I've got some leftover fajita steak mix. We're going to have fajitas again tonight, and it's going to be good, but I do have to go to the grocery store. I do have to go to the grocery store, as many of you do probably. What is for supper for you guys? I am seeing breakfast.
Michael Key said that if we need to borrow one, he's got plenty.
Oh, goodness. Well,
just
thank you, Michael.
How long would we keep it?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I see roasted cauliflower, bourbon chicken.
Fried
there you go.
Spaghetti. I've never heard of fried spaghetti.
No, me either.
Chicken pot pie. I love chicken pot pies. Love chicken. I even like KFC's chicken pie. I love chicken pot pies.
You know, when you told me you liked the KFC chicken pot pie, I went to the trouble of looking to see how many calories it had.
You probably don't want to know.
And it was unreal.
It's massive.
You know,
too.
I would think that eating the chicken pot pie would be better for you than eating the fried chicken. But y'all, I could not believe it.
I even like the ones that my mom would make in that little bitty, you know what I'm talking about?
The frozen ones?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like that cubed meat. I would have to pick that out.
Gosh.
Well, then I'll start buying them for you if that's what.
I probably don't need it either.
You probably wouldn't like it today either.
Probably not.
Look at there. Becky's having shrimp fajitas. So we're having steak fajitas, and we had it last night too, but I didn't cook all of the steak that I bought for it. So we're going to have fresh ones tonight. It won't be leftover. What's Michael having? He may have already said it.
I don't know what Mike's having.
But what could be bad for you in a chicken pot pie is what I want to know. The cap to make the caloric intake so high.
Yeah, because the breading's not that much.
You wouldn't think so.
Beef stroganoff bowl.
All right, so a chicken pot pie from KFC contains approximately 720 calories.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought it was too, Jason.
That's not super
I thought it was
crazy.
like 1,500.
That's not super crazy.
Well, it's fried chicken. I didn't know the chicken was fried. I was thinking that it was.
I didn't know it was fried either. I guess though, it's a fried chicken joint. Why wouldn't they put fried chicken in it? They're not going to make special chicken for the chicken pot pie.
The healthiest thing to eat at KFC is their grilled chicken. So I just was thinking that since they offered grilled chicken, that it was probably grilled chicken in the pot pie. But it's not. Anyway, y'all don't forget, September the 20th is the Petals from the Past meet and greet. I think I've said that just about. Barbecue sandwiches for Michael.
There you go, Mike.
I think I've said that about every live, but just want to remind everybody. Lots of good dinners coming on. All right, y'all. Well, I hope whatever you're having for your supper satisfies you, and I have a feeling everybody's gonna enjoy their dinner.
I think so too.
No matter if it's a bowl of cereal or
chicken
whatever.
Pot pie.
Chicken pot pie. Yeah, there you go. You just don't know.
Oh, well, y'all have the most wonderful evening. We'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's video.
And then I should have a video on Thursday, and we should be back here live on Saturday morning.
That's right. Y'all be good. I couldn't get my finger over.